This is a Pubcast Shot. I'm John Loomer. Andromeda didn't kill your ads. Let's go. So if you've spent any time in advertising circles lately, you've probably heard it. Andromeda killed my results. Now there's a lot of confusion and misinformation right now. And honestly, I get it. That's partly Meta's fault. But when you see that performance drops and things feel different, the easiest explanation is to point at the newest shiny thing and say, hey, that's the reason. It also helps when there's a whole lot of mystery about what that new shiny thing actually is. But let's be clear about something. The problem isn't Andromeda. The problem is that most advertisers don't even understand what Andromeda is. They've built this myth around it like it's a completely new algorithm out to destroy results. It's not. And really, that gives Andromeda way too much credit. So this is where the confusion starts. Andromeda, at its core, is this. It's responsible for ad retrieval. Now repeat it to yourself if you have to. Andromeda is ad retrieval. The upgrade to Andromeda was necessary. And the reason for that was that there are countless variations that advertisers can generate now from a single ad due to Advantage Plus creative enhancements, text variations, AI-generated creative, and more. The prior retrieval system couldn't handle all of those variations at scale. It created a bottleneck. So Andromeda was a solution, both for now and the future, as more variations come with new enhancements and AI. So yeah, Andromeda is the new ad retrieval engine. That's all it is. It helps find the right ads for the right people, and it does it more efficiently than the old system. Now, because advertisers misunderstand what Andromeda is, it leads to all kinds of misinformation. They blame it for their results. And I see this kind of statement all the time. Andromeda killed my results. Spend some time on Reddit, you'll see it. When you understand what Andromeda is, you realize this statement doesn't make any sense. But they assumed that because they were getting results before and they suddenly tanked this year, the correlation must mean causation. That assumption requires believing Andromeda is something different than it actually is. But there are countless factors that impact the performance of your ads. Your strategy, creative, budget, offer, seasonality, competition. But advertisers blame Andromeda like it's the boogeyman. They can't explain what it did wrong, but they're certain it's the problem. And then the misunderstanding about Andromeda spills down to creative diversification. Yeah, this is the newest buzz phrase that even Meta is using over and over now. Yes, Andromeda can handle more creative variations more efficiently. And yes, that's why Meta removed the old guidance about a 6-ad limit. But some advertisers took that and creative diversification to mean that they should create 25 or 50 ads. Now, while that might make sense for huge brands with creative teams and big budgets, it's not a requirement, and you won't get better results simply because you created more ads. Creative diversification isn't about volume. It's about providing variety, quality options that allow Meta to match the right message and format to the right person. So that could mean images, videos, and a carousel, different aspect ratios, visually unique creative, 5 primary text and headline options with meaningfully different angles, different creative for different customer types. But you don't have to do all of these things. These are just the ways you can make creative more diverse. And really, it doesn't require a ton of ads. You could create a single ad that reflects the spirit of creative diversification, and this is something I'm doing right now. So with one ad, you could use different aspect ratios across placements. Videos in some placements, images in others. You could use a 30-second 9x16 video in Stories and Reels, and a longer version in Feed. Use 5 text options, 5 headlines, even AI text variations, edited, of course, to match your voice. Use format display options to generate a carousel or a collection, related media, AI backgrounds, Advantage Plus creative enhancements. Do all of those things, and you've created thousands of potential ad combinations, all from one single ad. Now, I highly doubt that creating 25 or 50 ads helps most small or medium-sized advertisers. It's a massive time commitment, and it could be expensive. And more often than not, more ads means worse ads. Because if you need to create more, what are you going to do? You're going to cut corners. So here's the bottom of the glass. Embrace Andromeda for what it is, but no more. It's the ad retrieval engine. It can handle more creative variation, which means you can diversify, but you don't need to drown yourself in work. There isn't a magic number of ads. There isn't a secret method or hidden formula to please Andromeda, and it's not here to kill your results. It's simply helping Meta find the best creative faster. So lean into creative diversification, but start small. Create one ad with true variety built in. Use text variations, Advantage Plus creative, smart enhancements. Andromeda will not kill your results. It's not the boogeyman, but it also won't save bad ads. Great creative still wins. And now, Meta is simply better at finding it. Meta advertising is a lot to keep up with. And if you go to my website, it can be difficult to figure out where should you start. Well, here's an option. I've assembled more than 50 of my most important blog posts. These are guides, tutorials, how-tos, detailed explanations of how things work that are central to knowledge of meta advertising. They are what I consider my cornerstone tips. So what you can do is you can subscribe to these cornerstone tips. Get a new one delivered to your inbox every Monday. It's a great way to kick off your week. Some of these are newer. Some of them are at least a year old. But you know what? They're still relevant. They're still important. So even if you're subscribed to blog alerts or something else, these cornerstone tips will help you get caught up on a lot of the older stuff that you may have missed. To subscribe to Cornerstone Tips, just go to johnloomer.com/cornerstone. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time, do awesome things. I'm out.